Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. Have a seat, sit down. If you've never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker from coinringmaker.com. I make coins like this into rings like this. And today, we're going to be working on this 1995 half dollar. I'm going to make it into a size 13.5 coin ring. If anybody has any questions while I work, feel free to put them in the chat. And we're going to go ahead and get started. This one is really pretty nice. In my experience, working on coins that look like they're almost uncirculated, there's a good chance that the surface of the coin will kind of, I guess it's called de-reticulate, but it kind of flex off in a weird way when you anneal it, so we'll have to be really careful with it. But we're going to go ahead and get started. First thing we got to do is punch a hole in the middle of our coin. So we're going to get that prepped up here. This is a really cool tool. It's going to auto center the coin right in the middle. So it's kind of cone shaped on the top here. So as we screw down this top part, I'll even move it off center a bit so you can kind of see how it works. But as we screw that down, that cone shape is going to move the coin so that it's exactly in the middle of this tool. And that's really important when you're making coin rings, to get that hole right in the middle so that the band is the same thickness all the way around. It's one of the first things I had a lot of trouble with when I first got started, was getting my hole perfectly centered. So this is a great tool for that. This is put out by jasonsworks.com. If anybody out there is making coin rings, it's a good tool to get. There is our center punch. Let's see how our coin's looking so far here. See how nice and centered that is? Pretty much perfect. Now if you look at the inside of the coin, you can see it's a little rough, a little sharp right there where we punch that hole through. So I like to take a deburring tool and cut away some of that rough metal and smooth that out. The second issue I ran into when making coin rings was this inside edge here. You really have to pay a lot of attention to it. So that's where most of your problems are going to occur. There's an issue while stretching and shaping these coins where if there's kind of a scratch or even a micro crack, just a little bitty crack, when you start to apply pressure and shape them, you can easily split a coin. And that's probably the worst thing that can happen. So making sure this edge stays smooth the whole time is key. That's the second biggest lesson I learned. The third is you have to anneal often. I tried not to anneal at all the first year, and I had a lot of problems. But yeah, just anneal often. And that's just a process where you heat up the coin, soften the metal, and make it less brittle. That also reduces the chance of the coin splitting on you. And it also just makes the process easier because the coin's softer, so you don't have so much resistance trying to shape it into a ring. So there's 3 solid nuggets for any aspiring coin ring makers out there. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you're just hopping in and you've never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker from coinringmaker.com. I make coins into rings. So now that we've got that edge pretty cleaned up, I'm going to rub some 4-0 steel wool. So steel wool is usually pretty abrasive. This is like the softest version of steel wool. So it'll help smooth it out, but it'll also not really scratch up any details on the coin. I much prefer to use this over like sandpaper. It takes a little longer, but it does help protect the details on the coins so they stay nice and crisp. So we're just going to keep smoothing out that inside edge. Should be nice and shiny now, yeah. Now we're going to go ahead and anneal it. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Don't feel bad asking questions. It actually makes the live a little more interesting. Somebody else might be wondering the same thing. Now you can see that flame turning kind of an orange color. That's usually when I stop heating. Usually means the coin is hot enough. This is just regular old water in a dirty jar. Cool it off. Dry that sucker off real quick. There's our coin so far. Now we're going to actually start folding and shaping this into a ring. So for that, we're going to use our 1-ton arbor press. And a doming block. Got a little bit of a cone shape going here. I'm gonna go ahead and anneal it again. And I'm just gonna pin my shop website down here if anybody wants to check that out. That's where you can find it. Move fast, it disappears. I dropped it. Oh no. Come here. Yeah, it's just water. Now I'm going to get a 17-degree die. hold this a little more. If I can find the right one. Where is it? All right, everybody, hit the follow button at the same time. Let's go. All 500 of you. Hit that follow button if you want to and you feel like it. Nice. Coming along pretty good. Got it a few months ago. These are really cool. Hell yeah, Todd. You still wearing it? Wear it at work every day. That's what I love to hear. It is kind of wild to stop and think how many people wear my jewelry every day. It's pretty wild. If you'd like to become one of them, check out my shop down here. Bam. So again, we're just trying to make sure that this cut edge stays nice and smooth. Daughter got her necklace. Awesome. That's what's up. Yeah, I was a little unsure when I moved into making necklaces, but it seems like people like them, so it's good to hear. There's water on my pliers and they started hissing and it freaked me out a little bit. Did you guys hear that? I was like, what the hell is that? She's a young adult. Very nice. Try not to drop it this time. Good afternoon, Ron. How are we doing? Having a good day so far? It's been raining here for the past 2 days, so it's all nice and sunny today. It's very nice. Been stuck in the rain for 2 days straight. Yeah, Ron, I see you. What's up? I swear you like every video I post. I appreciate it. Watching that cut edge real close. Hello, hello. Doing good. You're a good man. I appreciate it. Well, guys, if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. If you've just joined us, I'm Coin Ring Maker from coinringmaker.com. I make coins into rings, and today we're working on a 1995 Kennedy half dollar. Slowly working this puppy up to a 13.5 and trying not to snap it on the way. I think when I checked it was about a size 11. Bought one a while back and you're very happy with it. I love to hear it, man. Is this legal? As long as you don't fraudulently alter currency, well, at least coins, it's not against the law. It's very similar to like penny smashing machines. You might find it like zoos, Six Flags, SeaWorld, water parks. Like when people order my rings, they understand that they're getting a ring. They aren't trying to buy the coin itself. But if you were to take like a penny and make it into a dime and try and spend it, that would be like fraudulent activity, and that's against the law. So don't do stuff like that. But making jewelry out of coins is, at least in the United States with U.S. currency, is legal. Yeah. Other countries are a little different. So I mostly stick to U.S. currency just to be safe. If you guys would like to check out my work while we stretch this out, I'll go ahead and pin my shop down here so it's super easy to find. I'd appreciate you going and taking a look. I worked real hard on that website. Tried to make it pretty, easy to navigate. But it all goes to waste when nobody goes. So, good job. Go take a look. I got it about to 13 there. Try and tighten that up. Camera likes to fall over at this angle. It was giving me hell yesterday, flipping and flopping. about to the end of the ring stretcher on that. Don't usually have to go down that far. This is a pretty big ring. Got it to 14. Get it to at least 14 and a half. This one is going to be a 13 and a half. So we want to try and get it at least one size over. We're literally at the bottom of the ring stretcher there. That's wild. I still can't, I'm still not quite there. We're gonna have to just roll with it. And if we make it too small, we'll just stretch it out a bit more. That does look really nice so far. Really, really crisp, defined details on this one. I'm pretty sure it was uncirculated. Did I see Shayna's doing coin ring sound? No! Every time she comes up on my feed lately, it's been about her Christmas tree. So, I haven't seen that yet. But that's cool! Gosh, she does so much stuff. I have a hard enough time keeping up with the coin rings I offer. She's got a lot going on. Very impressive. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead. You can see it's kind of cone shaped. I'm going to reduce this larger size to try and match up with this other side here. What kind of coin is that? This is a 1995 Kennedy half dollar. I just posted yesterday about that. Oh, okay. Gave them up. Well, dang, man. I don't know when I'll ever give this up. I can make coin rings every day. I pretty much do. No, this one's copper clad. Gonna have to reduce it a little more. For now, right? I mean, take a break. Nothing wrong with that. I'll pick up your slack. Send them my way. Or Shayna's way, you know? Oh, that looks good. It's gonna clean up real nice. Yeah, babysitting will keep you busy. So the next step is just below the lettering here. You can see a bit of raised metal. It's also on the outside of the ring, but The inside of the ring is where the issue is, because it kind of throws off the sizing. It's just a bit thinner band where that is. So we're going to go ahead and cut that away so it's more even all the way through. And if anybody has any questions, let me know. And if you want to check out the shop, now's a good time to do it, because this is kind of the slow, boring part. So tap on the shop, go check it out while we cut this bit of metal off of here. I switched my deburring blade yesterday. I don't know what it is about the blades that changed, but they are super skippity. Like, they still cut pretty good, but they're just like jitter around. I need to pick up some better quality blades. What's the wait time on a 76 bicentennial? Most people get their rings within about a week of ordering. Usually takes me about a day or two to get the ring made, and everything after that is shipping. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I make coin rings pretty much every day, so it goes pretty quick. Silver quarter coin rings are $100. And I've got a few options for silver quarter coin rings. I've got like pre-1965, like constitutional, that were meant for circulation, so 64 and earlier. And then I have silver proof quarters from 1992 to pretty much the current date. I also have all 50 state quarters. So there's quite a bit to choose from there. You can really make it your own. Legit question. How is this not considered a legal issue? It's a lot like penny smashers. You ever been to like Six Flags or SeaWorld? You put like 50 cents in a machine, you put a penny in there, you spin the thing around, and it squishes a design on it. You can alter U.S. currency, at least coins, as long as you don't do it with fraudulent intent. So an example of that would be like taking a penny and making it look like a dime and trying to spend it, like trying to trick people about what the actual value of the coin is. That's not really what I do. My customers are pretty, they understand that when they order from me, they're going to get a ring that's made out of a coin and not the coin itself. So it's not meant to be spent anymore. So it's pretty much not currency anymore. Does that make sense? I've been asked that question 1 or 2 times. A couple of times. A few times. 1,000 times. Enough times to write a blog post about it. Howdy. How's it going, man? Can I send a coin to have it made into a ring? It's a lot easier if you order from the website, just because I have them in stock. And if something goes wrong while I'm making your ring, I usually have backups. If you still prefer me to work on your coin ring, you can email me at info@coinringmaker.com and we can work from there. Or you can just comment on one of my videos and I'll get in touch with you. How much for a copper-clad $half ring? These are $80. The 90% silver $half are $150. And that's what I would recommend, because look at the difference. All right, you got copper clad here, you got 90% silver here. Look at the reflection off of this thing. Look at the detail. And it's not going to turn your finger green. Like these, I think, just make much better rings. Some people want copper jewelry, so I do offer both. But if you're asking my opinion, I think hands down, 90% silver is the way to go. Thank you very much, Maverick. See if I missed any other questions. I don't think so. No, we're all caught up. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Now where? I've lost my little tool. There it is. Yeah, those proof 90% silver half dollars. So anything after 92 makes super nice rings. I think we got it. Looks good. Hit it with a little bit of 4-0 steel wool. How do you know if a quarter is silver or not? The best way to check is to look at the ridge of the quarter itself, like the reeded edge right here. You can almost always see the copper in a coin right there. If it's pretty much all silver, like this one, it's probably a pretty safe bet that that's a 90% silver coin. And you can put coins side by side and pretty much tell the difference. 1964 and earlier are going to be 90% silver. If it has an S mint mark on it, there's like a 50-50 chance that it's silver. So pretty much my go-to is check the reeded edge. That's a dead giveaway. Do I have any special deburring blades? I wish I did. It's been kind of a crapshoot for me so far. I just kind of randomly order them off Amazon, and every time I do it, the listings look different. So I haven't really found a brand I'm super comfortable with, and about half the time the blades aren't very good. Like you can see with this one, there's definite like skipping going on, and that's completely from the blade itself, because I've had smoother blades than this, and I put this on yesterday. It's brand new. So I wish I did. It's just kind of hard to, I don't know, differentiate between them because they're all so generic. I haven't seen any that are like outstanding that really stand out. Yeah. I'd like to find some. If anybody has any suggestions for who makes the best deburring blades, let me know. How's my day going? Pretty good, man. Pretty good day. Linux. I'll have to check that out. Do I use a beveled reamer? I usually use two different size blades. There's like this big fat one, and then there's this smaller one. That's about as in-depth as I know. Yeah, I'll have to check out Linux. Lonix. I've gotten some standard ones before. Comes with like a gray handle and some blades. Yeah, here's, or general, not standard. I've got these before. They're not bad. They're usually just so old that it's rusted up. Like it's been sitting for a really long time. I haven't seen any of these that are fresh. Like a 45-degree abrasive wheel. No, I don't have anything like that. Manga. Alright, I'll check them out. That looks clean. Very nice. Check on the size. Come on, 13 and a half. 12 and a half. 12 and 3/4. I have to stretch and reduce a bit. Oh, you silly phone. Sit still. Ain't gonna work. Probably want to go to about size 14. Anytime you use the ring stretcher, it gives it this kind of cone shape. We had a really nice shape on it, but it's too small. There we go. About 14. And we'll go over here to the reduction die. If anybody got the shop, it's super easy. All you gotta do is tap this link down here at the bottom of the screen. Go check it out. I make lots of cool coin rings. If you want one, that's where you can get one. And a bit of a pickle. Like the flat tire look. I really like straight wall. And that's the issue I'm having right now. Is we've got the ring a little oversized, but there's still a bit of that cone shape to it. So what I'm going to do is try and find something to spread out this side a little bit. And then even them up. I can't really do that on the ring stretcher. What I usually do is use a 17-degree cone. This is such a wide ring, don't know. Yeah, okay, my cone will fit. That's good. So that's what we'll do. We'll push this a little bit. Fix that shape. great view up here. I'll get a little closer. Nice. We'll reduce that just a little bit. Match up the other side. Thanks for dropping the fire, man. I think the hearts, the gifts. Thank you very much. Look away from the screen for 1 minute and it's lit up. Thank you. Flare it out just a little bit more. I reduced it too much. That looks almost perfect. Just the slightest bit off. Pretty good. Double check our size. Not quite. This one's giving me a little bit of a hard time. It's really close, but not quite. Sorry, I'm over here stretching. I keep overstretching just by a hair. And then reducing too much. Delicate dance. That's about damn near perfect. Hell yeah. Yeah, and then the next one hits perfect. First try. Yeah, this one was giving me a little back and forth. A little what for? But look at that straight wall. Worth the attention. I think that looks so much better. Look at that. That looks good. So now we get to do my favorite part, which is where we clean it up, make it nice and shiny. First step is to hit it with this 4-0 steel wool and just get as much of that fire scale off as I can. A real surface layer, or outer layer, I suppose. And everything else we can knock off with the polish. Get off all that easy stuff. It's looking real good. Again, if anybody is considering getting a coin ring, coinringmaker.com. Super easy to remember. And take a screenshot of that and save it for later. Or you can go there now, tap that link. That just disappeared. Gives me like 5 seconds. I wish it would just stay there. That would be great, dear TikTok moderator. Make my pinned link just stay there. That would be great. Yeah, this one looks really good. I started with a really nice, pretty much uncirculated look like. It's been in a flip for a while. Like, it was in really good shape. This was a really nice coin to begin with. So this is Mother's Mag and Aluminum Polish. Mag and Aluminum Polish. It is the best polish I've found for removing fire scale from copper-clad coins. Typically, it's pretty much impossible to remove it otherwise. I haven't found anything else that allows me to keep such nice detail that cleans it up so well. I've tried a lot of stuff, but nothing has beat Mother's. It's impressive. So yeah, we're just going to clean this up for a minute. That's already looking so much better. And usually with like copper-clad coins, I'll do this twice. So we're going to get as much of that dirty polish off of there as we can. You can see it dirtying up the rag pretty good. Look at that shine already. Frank's hot sauce. I use that stuff on everything. That's the first. I haven't heard that one before. That's funny. That's funny as hell. That and Brazo. Yeah, I use that shit on everything. That's funny as hell, man. So we'll take a good look at it after the first polish here. I found that it's not bad after the first polish. You can start seeing, reflections in it. It's pretty crisp, but just doing a quick follow-up really, really gets anything left on there off. So we're going to take another run at it. I don't know what it is about copper clad, but it just loves to hang on to fire scale. That's one thing I love about fine silver is no fire scale. I mean, you can anneal fine silver. It might blister, but you're not going to end up with fire scale all over it. The cleanup of fine silver is so easy. Like, look at that. So easy, so clean. But I think 90% silver takes the cake as far as like durability and shine. That's what I recommend. See? Look at all that stuff we missed the first time. Ooh. They do get a little slippery. What is fire scale? Fire scale is like when you anneal a coin. So you need to keep the metal soft. It's a lot like blacksmithing, right? You see them putting metal in the fire and then beating on it and then putting it in the fire, right? You want to keep your metal soft so you can easily manipulate it. And when you do that, the surface of the coin accumulates fire scale. That's just kind of a dark, really hard substance. And it happens way more with like copper clad and 90% silver compared to like fine silver. It doesn't happen to fine silver. I don't know why. But yeah, that was one thing I had a lot of trouble with when I first started working with copper quarters and annealing them, was getting that fire scale off of there. So here's an example of a copper quarter just covered in fire scale. And I used to have a hell of a time getting it off of there. But now with mothers, I can get coins to look like this. Nice and shiny. It's really a miracle substance. It's amazing. If Mother's ever goes out of business, I'm going to have a problem on my hand. Yeah, no problem. That was a good question. If anybody else has any questions, let me know. Look how nice that's getting. Beautiful. It's impurities burning off the surface, getting oxidized. Yes. So I guess fine silver is so pure that like the percentage of impurities in it are so low that it doesn't create fire scale. This just came out great. It says United States of America on the inside there. $50 back here. Stars all around. 1995. That looks great. Really? Sounds like your prison knows what's up. It's a good polish. Sponsor me, mothers. I'll shout you out every day. Some good shit. 95 is a good year. Hell yeah. Freaking dial-up internets. Using, what is it, bunny ears to get your TV. VHSs everywhere. Blockbuster video. Did a set of aluminum wheels and they were amazing. Yeah, you can get a really nice shine with it. I do follow up with these jewelry wipes after the mothers just to get a really, really nice finish. But there's no way that like these by themselves could do what mothers does. But they are a nice finisher. We're gonna get this puppy to a mirror finish though. Oh yeah. Try and get a better angle of it. Boop boop. pretty good. Well, guys, thank you very much for spending a little time with me, watching me work today. If you enjoyed this live and like to see more like it, make sure to hit that follow button. If you're interested in getting a coin ring for yourself or a loved one, make sure to visit buycoinrings.com. You can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10% off your order. And hope to see you next time. Hope the rest of your day is fan-freaking-tastic. And, yeah, have a great day. We'll catch you next time. Peace.